Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we have a video that I'm actually really excited about. I asked you guys in a video a few days ago who you wanted to see in the next superhero video, and you guys voted in the comments. The Flash had 71 votes, Batman had 42, Captain America had 18, and Wolverine only had 6 votes. So the Flash did win, and I'm excited because I've had this sitting on my floor for about 2 months now, and I've just been dying to open this up because the Flash is one of my favorite superheroes. Let's go ahead and start the video off by opening up the Funko Pop Flash first. And this is Funko Pop Heroes number 10, DC Universe, The Flash. And on the back of the box you can see there's Series 1 and Series 2. We've shown some of the characters from the Batman series. We haven't shown too many of these yet. I know some of you guys have been asking about the Green Lantern, so we may start doing some Green Lantern stuff soon. And here is our Flash character, and as you can see from looking at his face, he's actually in kind of rough shape. He's got some paint that looks like it was splattered on right there. The blacks kind of ran over a little bit. And the overall quality of the red paint on his body is not that great. So he's he's a little disappointing for a Funko Pop because he's just a little messy. But his head does move, it's a little stiff. I definitely like the miniatures more than the larger Funko Pops just because they're usually in a little bit nicer shape. Let's go ahead and open up the first Scribblenauts box. And this is the Series 1 Scribblenauts. I picked these up from GameStop. Usually if I go in there to pick up a game, I'll pick one of these up with it. So I have a few of these laying around here. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. We'll see who comes sliding out. And we got another Black Manta. We got this one a few weeks ago in another video. We've been doing pretty good with the Scribblenauts boxes. We haven't gotten a lot of duplicates. But this is a duplicate that we've already gotten. And here he is on his base. It's a pretty neat looking character. We'll go ahead and set him back there. Let's go ahead and open up the Series 2 box. And I don't think these have a tear strip. I was looking for it. Oh, okay, it does have a tear strip. I guess maybe I'm just not doing a very good job looking for it. And we got another duplicate. This is going to be a Superman variant, or Red Elemental Superman, and we already got one of these. These are supposed to be rare, I think. Someone commented and said they're rare, but I think right there, I think it's that one right there. It's a question mark and 24. So we've gotten 2 of these, 2 rares now. The more common one, I believe, is this one right here, a 2 and 24, and it's blue. So that's kind of neat, I guess, even though it's not fun getting a duplicate of a rare is not necessarily a bad thing. And now what a lot of you came here to see, let's open up this Variant Play Arts Flash character. Let's take a look at the outside of the box first. I picked this up off of eBay for about $80. Most of the Variant Play Arts characters that come in these big boxes are usually around $80, but there are some more expensive ones on there too. Here's a look at the inside of the box. That's pretty cool. Now, let's get this thing open. I think I just need to cut the top of the box here. I haven't actually opened any of these yet. There is our Flash. Let's go ahead and take the plastic off. And here is the base. And it's got the instructions right here. Go ahead and set that back there. Let's go ahead and get this shiny plastic off here. And here he is. The reason why you guys voted and came here to see this video. Here is our giant Flash. And he has a lot of different points of articulation. You can move a lot of different pieces of him. His feet move, his knees bend. You can bend his arms and his elbows, his hands, I'm sure his head moves. And I think you can actually bend them forward and backwards too. You can. They really rotate and bend all over the place. You have to be kind of careful with these though. They're not exactly meant to be a toy so much that you play with. They're more just kind of for looking at. A lot of these pieces are kind of fragile, so you have to be careful not to break anything on them. But he does stand on his own pretty good. As you can see, it didn't take much effort for me to get him to stand right there. So I'm going to get him pieced together with these other pieces, and then we're going to take a more closer look at him. Well, now that we've gotten a very good look at the different poses and an up-close detailed look at his entire body, I want to talk a little bit about some of the different things about this and also a couple nitpicks that I have, which you just saw one right here. This piece right here just does not want to stay in. If you kind of even just bump into it just a little bit, it just falls right out, which is kind of unfortunate that it doesn't snap into place a little bit better than that. Another nitpick that I have is his arm piece right here, which I'll take this off and I'll show it to you guys. This piece right here, actually, this whole piece pops off. This was the original piece that came with the kit, and I had to take 2 pairs of pliers and grab it on both ends to pull it out of his arm because it was that hard to get it out. I couldn't just pop it out with my hand. Which is kind of unfortunate that they made it that difficult, because I kind of messed up one of these. I can't remember which one it was, trying to get it out of there. But see, I kind of messed up the paint a little bit. Now his hands are really cool. You can take his hands off. Like here's the one hand, and here is his other hand, which is a fist, and it should just pop right in. You still have to put quite a bit of force in there, as you can see. But one hand goes on smooth, the other one you kind of have to really force it. Another thing that was really difficult to take off was this. Now if you look closely at this, it's in pretty good shape. If you look closely at this one, it's not. You can see right there where it's bent a little bit. I also had to take a pair of pliers to pull it off of his head because it was almost like it was glued in there, but I knew it was supposed to come out. So you can swap these with the little lightning bolts right there in his head, which is pretty cool. A lot of the pieces on him will come off, like for example this little piece right here on his leg, you can pull it off and just take those off all together. So that's kind of cool that it's got that much different options that you can do with it. Now this piece right here that's just kind of loose and jiggling around, I think they did that so you could move it down so that you could see what was inside of them, which is kind of hard to see, but there's really nothing that interesting in there. It's just a couple wheels. And just taking a look at some of the other pieces that you can take off of there, right here you can see this piece that kind of bends back and forth. You can actually just pop it right out. But I really like his range of motion. I like how easy it is to move his feet around, and if you notice, you can actually move his foot in different places, so he really has a lot of options for how he can stand, as I showed you guys in the other scene. And again, this piece just popped off. This one just does not want to stay on there. Now one thing I want to show you about the base, it actually has 2 different claw sizes. So this is actually the size that I was just showing a moment ago, but it also has this bigger size. So you also have some options of how you can attach him to that, and if you twist this tight enough, it will actually hold them a little bit with some pressure and some force. So you really kind of have to tighten it up so that it doesn't just droop down. but you can tighten it. So that's pretty neat that they did that. They also made it to where you can take the base and lower it or raise it based on where you want the Flash to go. As you can see right there, it's punched into that third hole, which is what the instructions said to do, but you can actually move it up and down. So there's so many different ways that you can pose him and display him. That is very awesome. I really like that. And again, I love how his foot, like, it snaps up and down, it snaps left and right, and it seems like it even snaps again another way, but you can also bend his knee and you can tilt his body forward and backwards, and that just makes it so easy to pose him. And just to give you guys kind of a little bit of a comparison, here's some different versions of the Flash. Here's kind of a look at both of them. Here's another comic pose of the Flash. See, he's a little bit skinnier right there, and obviously he doesn't have a metal suit, where right here he almost looks like something out of the Mega Man games. Kind of like Zero, I guess. Now, to show you guys some of the other Flashes that I have, here is the Justice League version. Here is one that my wife actually bought me for my birthday. This one's a Flash statue. Now that one actually looks a lot like him, but again, he's got kind of more of a metallic metal robotish look to him, where this is just kind of like a metallic finish. And then finally we have the DC Comics Unlimited Flash. Now this one also has some lightning bolts kind of just streaming off of him, as you can see, but those are clear, which is interesting because these are yellow on him. Here's kind of another look. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of the Play Arts characters, just be sure and comment below. We do have a Batman variant that I haven't showed you guys yet. That's actually going to be the next one that we do, so that should be coming in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So stay tuned for that one. This is Disney Cars Toy Club, and as always, thanks for stopping by.